Hello everyone, so today we're having a look at the new Mega Bundle. We've had a couple of these over the year, but a new bundle, new assets. Unity is soon celebrating their 10-year anniversary, so they have a little pre-party with this bundle. So let's have a look. And if you see everything grayed out, that's because I already bought the bundle, not because I already had it all. That's one of the actual surprising things about this bundle, is that I didn't have the majority of these assets. And that doesn't happen often anymore, which kind of says a lot about my purchasing behavior, but let's keep that aside. Um, so the way this works is you have three different tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3. And the more you spend, so if you get, if you spend $10, you get tier 1. If you spend $25, you get tier 1 and 2. If you spend $36, you get tier 1, 2, and 3. And you can also bless Unity with a custom amount for, if you're feeling incredibly generous. So let's have a look at tier 1 first. So if you just look at the value of these assets, obviously it's kind of like stealing, but in a good way, legal way. So we have, first asset, we have trees. I mean, I have tons of trees. More is better, I guess. They look good. Honestly, they do look good. Reviews are good, so yeah, more trees. Next up, we have a character pack. Not really my style. Honestly, they even creep me out a bit, but if this is what you're going for, they look great. This is one I'm quite happy with. So I do not have a lot of music packs at all. That's something I will end up need to invest in a bit. Luckily, this is a nice one. It's the type of music that does fit some of my projects, so I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, that's a good one to have. This is a character model, it's a golem. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's it's a golem. It looks cool, it looks impressive. I do really like this this animation, how it builds up. I'll have a look if I can somehow with a with a shader make him fit some of my projects. Could be interesting. We have another character pack, and this is quite a comprehensive one. Orcs. I know a lot of you are creating fantasy games, so orcs are good for fantasy games. Tons of characters, assets, the whole thing. It is stylized, something a lot of people are doing, so pretty good. Now in the next tier, for $25, we have space for Unity. One of my projects is in space, and I am lacking a bit of space assets, so I am looking forward to checking these out a bit. Well, my asset won't be this style, but the space assets do look quite impressive, so I'll definitely give it a go, give it a look, if only for the assets themselves, the models, etc. Tower Defense Toolkit. I mean, it's a tower defense game. I don't really know what else to say. Next up, we have Frozen UI pack, and this is incredibly professional. It's a UI pack for a mobile game. It looks really impressive. However, it is also quite specific. It needs to be Frozen themed, I guess. So, ice, snow, whatever. So if you are going for a winter version of Candy Crush, this looks really good. It is incredibly complete though. Talking about Candy Crush, a lot of the same things are in there. It's incredibly complete. It looks incredibly professional. But yeah, it is quite specific, Next up, we have top-down assets, and this is something that will appeal to a lot of people, I'm sure. I know a lot of people are creating top-down games for nostalgic reasons, most likely, and also performance, let's be real. And manufacturer K4 always produces quality assets, and this looks, to be one of those. It looks really good, it looks really impressive, and when we have a look at what's actually included, it's quite a lot included. A lot of assets are included, even textures are included. So this is a really nice one, a good one to have. Next up we have Pool Manager. I'm pretty sure I won't be needing any of this with Game Creator. We already have tools like that included. Might be wrong, so I'll have a look anyway, but yeah. Then in the last tier, the tier I'm most interested in, because I actually had a couple of these items on my wish list. So we'll start off with Ferocity. It's a particle effects asset for lines, so quite specific actually. But yeah, it looks, if you're going for lines, it looks good, I guess. Now, Semino is one of the assets I had on my wish list. I have tons of water assets. I have way too many of them even, but this is one I didn't have yet. I put it on my wish list because, well, like I said, I have tons of them. So I'm curious to try this out. It just kind of shows how it works. It looks pretty good, looks pretty impressive, but what I'm most interested in is the fact that it interacts with any type of object, creates splashes, ripple effects. Something I'm quite excited about to use, because I use Crest at the moment, and Crest is, well, beautiful, but it is lacking in some particle effects at the moment, so I'm quite curious to give this a go. Yeah, definitely want to try this out. This looks really good as well. So yeah, I'll try this out for sure. So simple SQL. The name says it all. It's SQL databases. I don't really know what else to say. Next up we have Script Inspector, and I left my C# days behind me because I'm horrible at it. That's why I'm using Game Creator, because my C# code is just awful. It looks pretty good though if you are going to use C#. It's insanely popular, and you don't really get close to 200 reviews with an average of 5 stars if it's not a good asset. Let's be real. However, I'm not going to use C#, so this is not for me, but I know a lot of people are still using C#, so this is definitely something that is worth looking into. So yeah. Now we have the next object is Eddie's vehicle physics, and this is honestly really impressive. I know a lot of people do have cars or in their game or are trying to create the next GTA, and these are some of the best vehicle physics out there for sure. Let's skip over to the impressive part. And yeah, this looks really good. Overall, it's for driving, general vehicle physics. He basically has two assets. We have this one, and he has a pro version, which is license based. And some of his customers are like Volkswagen, BMW, Toyota. So, that kind of says a lot about the quality of his work. He's still updating this as well. So it's not like, he only switched over to the pro version and that's pretty much it. So really impressive, definitely worth looking into. I know a lot of people are using vehicles in their games. I once used a horrible, script I made with some tutorials for car physics, and they were horrible. So I'll try to update that tutorial using this one. Honestly, looks really cool. So yeah, this is definitely one I'll give a go myself. Next up we have procedural UI image, and normally when I see procedural it kind of scares me off, because often that means we're trading ease of use, we're trading quality for ease of use. However, again, close to 100 reviews, 5 stars, most likely does mean it's pretty good. So I'll give this a go. I'll try this out. I'm not really sure yet, but could be interesting. What I'm seeing here would save me a lot of time in of not having to use Photoshop, so I guess that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll try this out. Next up we have Easy Roads. Again, another asset I had on my wish list. Well, the name says it all, Easy Roads. It's kind of painting roads in your in your environment. It's supposed to be really impressive. You know, this kind of says it all as well. I'm pretty sure it is really impressive. And yeah, I always wanted to give this a go because I don't really have good tools for this at the moment. So definitely worth looking into. Um, yeah, I think a lot of people will actually find a use for this if you are creating big terrains, and even for small terrains. You know, if you just can create roads easily, this is pretty good to have. So I'll definitely use this. I'll most likely use this in the next Create a Game series as well, as that will be in a more modern setting. So yeah, looking forward to trying this one. Next up, we have Master Audio, and they kind of sell themselves as a multiplayer audio solution. I'm not really going for multiplayer myself, but maybe I will at some point, so it's good to have, I guess. You know, it's an audio solution. I'm not sure I'll use it, but we'll see. We'll try it out. Next up, we have Toon Racing, and yeah, I mean, these are tons of you know, stylized vehicle assets. It looks pretty good. Looks kind of modular as well. I might be wrong though, so don't quote me on that. I haven't tried it out yet, so if this is the look you're going for, you know, that's good. And Unistorm is another asset I had on my wish list. I have tons of weather assets, honestly. I just have, you know, I'm pretty sure this completes my collection. However, this is a nice one. It also has Photon 2 support, which is pretty cool if you are creating a multiplayer game with Game Creator, for example, which uses Photon 2. So that matches, so that's pretty cool. It looks really impressive. I just need to try it out. I mean, you know, I'll see how it compares to the other ones, but yeah, it looks really good, completes my collection. We know Black Horizon Studios creates quality assets anyway, so I'm pretty sure I will not be disappointed with this one either. So that's it for the bundle. Yeah, a bit of a different bundle this time. For me, it was worth it anyway. You know, like I said, you know, I had a couple of items on my wish list. Sumino, for example, the water system, even if that was on sale, it would be $32. The entire bundle is $36, so it's already worth the value for me anyway. You know, these mega bundles, you do save tons of money, and even if not everything looks useful at the moment, for $36, I mean, it's worth having them in your collection, I guess. Especially if you already had some interest in one asset that was, you know, $60 or $50. So, well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and the link will obviously be in the description. So if you want to check it out, if you are interested, just click it and you'll see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.